Happy Holi, everyone! Well, today I shared the story of Holi with really young listeners. Most of these children were not from the Indian culture, so this was a brand new story for them. But as I stood there, about to start sharing the story, a question popped in my head. Let's face it, Indian stories can be a little intensive. So I looked at everyone in the audience and started thinking, what should I share and what should I leave out? But that's where I decided to share the story in totality. Intensity is not the problem, isolation is. I realized in that moment that if I were to present the story through play, it would become a rather empowering experience. And I'd like to share with you what I did there today. So here goes the story of Holi. Once upon a time, a long, long time ago, there lived a king and his name was Hiranyakashyap. That's a mouthful. Let's try and clap our hands and figure out how many beats are there in his name. Hiranyakashyap. Hiranyakashyap. Woo! 5 beats in his name. King Hiranyakashyap had a big mustache. Can you all pretend to twirl a big mustache? Twirly mustache. And a big belly. Can you all rub your belly for me? And he had a big laugh. Let's all practice that big laugh together. Ha 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 ha. Now can we do that as we twirl our mustache? Ha 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 ha. Now can we do that as we rub our bellies? Ha 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 ha. Now can we do that all together? Twirling our mustache, rubbing our belly and laughing out loud. Let's try it. Ha 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 ha. Wonderful. Now everyone in the kingdom was very scared of King Hiranyakashyap. No sooner did they see him twirling his mustache, rubbing his tummy and laughing out loud, they would all bow down to him. King Hiranyakashyap said, I am God. And even though those people knew in their hearts that he wasn't God, he was just the king, they still obeyed him. But there was one person in the kingdom who did not care. It was King Hiranyakashyap's very own son, Prahalad. Brave Prahalad, strong Prahalad, and kind Prahalad. Prahalad sat down in his room, folded his hands, and closed his eyes and prayed. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Can you all say that with me? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. King Hiranyakashyap heard Prahalad chanting and he raged and stormed into his room and he twirled his mustache and he rubbed his tummy and what did he do? Ha 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 ha! Who do you pray to, Prahalad? Prahalad opened his eyes and said, to the one and only Lord Vishnu. Who is your God? Lord Vishnu, said Prahalad. What about me? Pray to me. I do pray to you. You are my father and you are the king. But I also pray to Lord Vishnu because he is God. This threw King Hiranyakashyap into a rage. Can we all laugh really loudly? But this time, let's make an angry face. King Hiranyakashyap wanted to teach Prahalad a lesson. I say, I should throw him in a forest full of, let's guess which animal. This animal has 4 big feet And when it stomps its feet, the entire jungle starts shaking. It has a long trunk, and when it trumpets its trunk, it goes, stomp, stomp, stomp. You're right. Elephants. King Hiranyakashyap threw Prahalad in a forest full of elephants. Little Prahalad's tiny little heart went duk 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 duk. Do you want to try that? Let's all pretend to go duk 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 duk, and then faster duk 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 duk, and then faster duk 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 duk. And he did what he knew best. He closed his eyes, folded his hands, and prayed to Lord Vishnu. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And sure enough, magic happened. A beautiful wall was built around Prahalad, and the elephants couldn't do anything. Let's try and stomp together. But the moment we're about to stomp on Prahalad, we will stop because some magical force will stop us. Let's all stand up and do this together. Stomp, 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 attack! Stomp, 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 attack! It did not happen. They couldn't crush Prahalad, and Prahalad was safe, not a scratch on his body. This made King Hiranyakashyap very angry. So he twirled his mustache, rubbed his tummy, and laughed his wicked laugh. Let's throw him in a chamber full of snakes. You're right. Let's all bring our arms out and create these slithery snakes. So Prahalad was thrown into a chamber filled with poisonous, venomous snakes. Poor little Prahalad, brave Prahalad, strong Prahalad, was scared Prahalad. And he closed his eyes and his heart went duk 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 duk, and faster, duk 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 duk, and faster, duk 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 duk. And he closed his eyes and he prayed, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And guess what? An invisible magical wall was built around Prahalad, and the snakes, let's try it together, could not hurt Prahalad. Now King Hiranyakashyap was out of ideas. Just then, his sister Holika appeared. Now Holika had magical powers. You see, she had a magical boon. She had a shawl that kept her safe from fire. And they both came up with this devious plan. I will make Prahalad sit on my lap, and you light a fire. Nothing will happen to me, and Prahalad will burn. They both loved this horrible plan. Oh, I'm so scared. Do you think Prahalad will be hurt? Let's find out. So Holika sat down with Prahalad on her lap, and she took her magical shawl around her. The fire was lit. The flames went higher and higher and higher and higher, and the flames were hot. Prahalad was scared. His heart went duk 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 duk, and faster, duk 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 duk, and faster, duk 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 duk. And he closed his eyes and folded his hands and he said, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And just then, a wind started blowing. Can you all cup your mouths and let's make the sound of a wind together? Woo! Woo! And when I do it the third time, we'll all go whoosh together. Woo! Woo! And whoosh! Holika's magical shawl flew away, and Holika perished in the flames while Prahalad was unhurt. Which is why on the festival of Holi, we light a big pyre and pray to the fire, and we tell the fire that all the wickedness which is there inside our hearts, let that burn away. Let that perish, just like Holika did. And all the kindness in our heart, let it stay. In the end, it's always the victory of good over evil, which is why we celebrate Holika Dahan one day before Holi. But why do we smear color on each other, you ask? Well, that's another story. And that goes all the way back to cheeky Krishna. You see, when Krishna was a little boy, he often wondered, why do I look different? Why is my skin color blue while all my friends look different? So he went to Yashoda Maiya, who was churning butter. Let's do it together. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. And he said, Yashoda Maiya, Radha kyun gori, main kyun kala? Why is Radha fair and why am I blue? Yashoda Maiya was much too busy. She said, here, take some blue color and put it on Radha. And cheeky Krishna did exactly that. And since then, we all smear color on each other. But there is a deeper meaning to it. On the day of Holi, we all look just the same, which is a reminder that we all really are just the same, no matter the skin color. Wishing you all a very happy Holi, and I do hope you can share the story of Holi in its totality with the little ones. Act it out and make it an experience for them. Wishing you all a happy and safe Holi. Namaste.